Early morning, Sausalito, just me and you, some coffee. And a talk about the pain of awakening and the black hole, the existential black hole. Once you've had a glimpse of the program that dictates individual and collective behaviour, once you've seen beyond the veil, just a glimpse, there is no going back, and it becomes like an ever deepening journey down the rabbit hole. Everywhere you go, you begin to see it in other people and feel it more and more in yourself, and it gets crazier and crazier. And it's not always easy, and it's not always good. There's a dark and difficult side to awakening. And when you begin to see the shadow and the negative side of people and yourself, and how all of that plays out unconsciously, and where it ends up, well then, you see yourself. And there are things you see that you don't like, and there are things you see that are distressing and alienating. And it hurts. It hurts. Because you see how unconscious so much of all of this is. How created it is. How created and unconscious people are. And how created and unconscious you are. And you begin to realize that you've been asleep all the time. From being an infant, when there may have been some awakeness, but no awareness. And now you start to see that your belief system and thoughts, all the things that you thought were yours, everything that you thought of as I, as me, all the things that you didn't question in any way, well, all those things were programmed into you. They were all handed to you from your culture and your parents. And it hurts. It really hurts. Waking up is painful. And sometimes it even brings up panic, because your world feels like it's falling apart, and you can't go back. And you become an outsider. And what used to work no longer works. The kind of pleasure and entertainment stuff and the distraction and the doesn't work anymore. And all you feel is discomfort. And that's when you just have to keep on going. If you stop, you're kind of caught in this netherworld, limbo. And you might become plunged, if you just keep on going, you might become plunged into this existential black hole, wondering what has any meaning, what's real, what's not real. And that's the job, that's the task, to dive into that hole willingly, because one sees that there might be something in that hole. Even though it's so frightening, there might be something on the other side. There might be some freedom in diving through. And it's up to you and me to find out for ourselves what it is. And no one can tell you. You have to find it for yourself. That's the task. That's the task of direct experience. To find out for yourself. None of the spiritual teachers, or the gurus or guides or artists or visionaries, none of the shamans or sages can tell you. No one. They can point to it. and they can tell you about how it is on the other side, but it's your whole, made for you by divine intelligence, and it's your journey to go through it or not and see what happens. The void is there for each of us. It's like we arrive, we become programmed, and then the fortunate amongst us realize this programming and start to unravel it. It's what spirituality is, the unraveling of the program. And at some point you have to meet this, well, if this whole, if this isn't true, then what is? And that seems to take you into this existential black hole where everything loses its meaning. And everything becomes kind of meaningless. Because all of the meaning that has been attributed to things has come through conditioning, not through direct experience. And only direct experience, the actual real living experience of it, can actually give any fuller meaning. So you have to become an explorer. And that's what we were born to do. We were born to explore. We're born explorers. So it's your time when you meet that, if you meet it, to become a pioneer, become the explorer. Only this time the explorer turns inwards. Only this time you take all of that adventuring that you've done in the outside world and you pour it into yourself, and you find within yourself this whole, and you make it your task to fall into it willingly and to find out for yourself what's real, what's true, what means anything beyond the story, beyond the veil.